What's going on, YouTube? This is Nene's Garage back again. Today it's not going to be a update on the Mercedes, even though I will give you a hint that the Mercedes is running. The tires do spin, and we got everything just about hooked up. We still got to do the electric fan hookup, and we still have a few other things. But today, this is going to be a little different. This is going to be on how to completely restore wheels that are in horrible, poor condition. Now these wheels right here, they've been sitting for give or take about 6 years, and before that were never touched, never cleaned on the backside, and they weren't touched after that. So this has a total of I would say about 10 or 12 years worth of buildup and just dirt, debris, and rust, and contaminants, and all that stuff. Now, this isn't really a detailing video. I'm just going to kind of go through to how I got this wheel, or how I got a wheel like this. And it's the same exact one that I've already done, because I tested it out first before I made this video. And I'm going to show you real quick. Like that. Here it is. Here's the other wheel. And you'll see that the back, I was showing you the back side, and you see on this, look at this, crispy clean. And I did a lot of sanding, a lot of stuff like that. Now you can still see, like, up around here, and there's still a little bit of pitting and rust and stuff, but that stuff is just it's just far gone on this side, and I'm not really too worried about it. I'm not going for super perfect, but I'm going to close to where it looks good and where it still shows a reflection on how to, just make it look better, So I worked about an hour and a half or so on this wheel and just tested on what all I needed to do to get this wheel looking good again. Now, in the light, I don't know if the camera will show it, but the sun's going in and out today. You can still see that this wheel is nice and clean and shiny, and that's the goal, to get that wheel and the two others I have stored, hey doggy, back over there. So, without further ado, let's get right into the video on how to restore wheels, chrome wheels to be specific, that have been sitting for a very long time. And to finish it off, this is what you're going to need in total. Well, this is what I've needed. I hadn't really needed like super rough sandpaper, because this pad right here does it. But this is what you'll need. You'll need to get a bottle of degreaser, any kind. I use Home Depot commercial grade heavy duty degreaser. I have a scrub brush. I have two. I got a short and a long handle. The long handle I use first, and I just kind of spray the degreaser on, and I get the first layer of muck and dirt and road grime and all that stuff off the wheel. I still got to do it a second and a third time, and I will be doing that a second and a third time, and I'll show you here in a moment on what you really need to do to get your wheel looking good as new again. And this is kind of going to go the same on alloy wheels, though on alloy wheels I don't know if this will work so well. I'll have to test it before I make a video, but if it works just as good as it did on this, then I'll definitely be making a video on how to do alloy wheels, as well as this video on chrome wheels. And hopefully you guys like it, and you share and subscribe to my channel, and I will have more videos on how to do stuff. But this right here, you're going to need a garden hose, your degreaser, two different kinds. I would go with a short and a long handle scrub brush, and you can find this at just about any of your hardware stores with some 3M. It's going to be by 3 7/8 by 6-inch scrub pad, and you see here that it says removes residue and blemishes. And it's a very fine hand sanding pad, and this is, wet or dry. You can use it wet or dry. It doesn't really say it, I don't think, on here. But yeah, You can use this pad wet or dry. I've been using it wet because that seems to work the best. Dry, I don't want to put too bad of scuffs in here. So wet, it still leaves some scuffs, but they're not noticeable. And some polish, some good chrome polish will take that right out. So, let's get to it. Alrighty. So now we got our wheels set up here. Let's get our products. Now I'm sorry if this video is just going to be a little shaky. It is a little bit cold. Fall setting in finally. So no more of that nice 80-degree weather. This is what you get in the Ohio Valley. So, what you first want to do is get you a little station set up specifically for the wheel. Now I have mine sitting in a chair. And of course I'm sitting down as well. So you want to get comfortable because this is going to take you a little while to do. This is not something you really want to kind of stand and do because you'll get a horrible angle and you'll miss a few things. And I learned that first time around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wet this down with a little bit of water. And you can get it soaking wet, but considering the distance you'll be, you don't want to put it on hard blast. So just kind of take your water and just kind of turn it up a little bit and just rinse it down. Get it nice and wet. And you want to leave it at this angle, that way the water, as you can see, it just drips right down. And also you want to use a chair that's like this, like you don't want it, or something that has a good drainage to it, because you don't want water ponding up underneath it. This is going to make for a horrible day and a horrible mess. Now, what I have to do is you take our cleaner and just thoroughly just spray the, well, my handle wants to work. Just kind of thoroughly spray everything. Just get everything all degreased down and get all the crevices, the corners, and just just kind of get it on there really good. The camera really doesn't show it. Of course, I'm using my cell phone, so until I get a vlogging camera, guys, this is just gonna have to do for now. I apologize about the lighting if you can't really see it too well. But I'll give you a good gist of it just at the bottom portion of this, and I will turn the wheel around. So that way you can see the whole wheel, because it's not showing up here very well and it's not showing the sides very well. So we're going to get it turned around and just keep rotating it as we're cleaning. Now, like I was saying, you just want to make sure you get it good and soaked down. Get her nice and wet. That's what he said. Just get it nice and wet. And let's see here. So now that you got all the degreaser on there, you're gonna let it soak for about a minute. And since I've already let this soak, even though you're still watching this, I've already let this soak previously, so it's not gonna be that hard to remove all this. And you want to take your short handle brush, and this is what it's gonna be good for. And you're gonna want to wet it down as well. So let's give her a little water. Wet her down a little bit, and then just start agitating the surface really good, and you'll see that it's already starting to come off. Yeah, I think this stuff has been caked on for so long. I'm not really getting a good angle on this. I mean, it's it's hard to get a good angle on this, so I guess I'll stand up and I'll show you that it does work. And just get all the dirt and grime off. Get here. And I'm going to go around the whole wheel. And I'm just going to kind of do it because I can't. It's hard to do two things at once since I don't have a holder for this. So I'll come back and I'll show you exactly what to do after I'm finished. Alright, so now that we have gotten all of our areas, you can see all the stuff that's sitting on it. What you want to do is stand back a little bit, turn her on, and spray her off. Just make sure you get everywhere. Just wash out everything really good. And you'll see that there's already a bit of a difference. Alright, so now I got it washed off. You can see just how bad pitted it is and just how horrible this is. This wheel is neglected for so long that it just doesn't look good anymore, and it's sad. But we're gonna fix that today, and I'm just gonna show you real quick, and then I'm gonna pause it. I know I'm gonna go around the entire wheel and just try to get it cleaned up, and then I'll resume the video as soon as I get finished. But I'll do a short little, just an idea of what you need to do to get your wheel just, you know, looking good like I had that wheel over there looking like. So let's show you. And you get your pad, and this one I've already used. As you can tell, it's just kind of like almost falling apart a little bit, but there's still a lot of life in it. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to start. You want to start sanding this down, and you'll see that pittiness is just starting to go away really quickly. And that's what you want. You want to get all that pittedness. You want to get all that gone. And you want your wheel to look how I got the other one. That was just damn near perfect. So that's what you need to do. You just take a little bit of force and you just go back and forth in a back and forth motion, and you just keep rubbing until you start seeing the stuff come off. And like I said, you'll see how this all looks way better than what it did already. And you do the same thing all the way around the wheel, around the edges here, around the seams. You want to get all of that. And you just like, you watch this, and I'll even do this bad part real quick just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, if you can't tell the difference. And there you go. See that? Already a difference. So I gotta do that all the way around, and I'll come back as soon as I'm finished. But that's pretty much what you need to do. And if you need a more detailed video on this, just leave it in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to put a more detailed, in-depth video on this. And as long as you guys get back to me in time, I got 2 other wheels I still gotta do. I probably won't finish all 4 of them today, but I got one done. This is my other one. And it's a labor intensive, and you know, there's some spots I could probably use a Dremel on, but I don't have a Dremel, so this is the best I got, just using my bare hands. So and then if you don't want your hands dirty, if you're kind of like the princess queen or the pavement queen kind of thing, you know, you don't want to get dirty, you always want to stay clean, get you a pair of nitrile gloves like over there on the table. I took them off because they were getting on my nerves. But if you don't want to get your hands dirty and protect it from the degreaser and all that stuff that might get on your hands, I would suggest wearing some nitrile gloves. That way, you know, your hands stay safe from the, you know, the product contents that can be a little bit harsh on your skin. That doesn't bother me. I've had oil, I've had gas, diesel, alcohol. You know, you name it, I've had it on my hands, and it's just not really ever bothered me. I wash my hands shortly afterward. You know, they feel weird, but you know, they feel normal after I give them a good bath and stuff. So that's all I can say. But yeah, definitely get you a pair of nitrile gloves. You don't want to get your hands dirty. But me, I don't care. So I'm gonna finish this wheel, and I'll get right back to the video. Alrighty, guys. So now that the wheel is done, I'm gonna show you what all I've done. So you can see now that the wheel is now completely visible, even in this light. And like I said, I'm not going for perfect, but I gotta say, this is almost perfect. You can still see some of the pits, like right here. You can see, let's see where else. You can see some of the pits down through here, and you know, stuff like that. But it's not 100% perfect, but I got it where I wanted, and that's what I wanted to do. Now, this wheel is not, by no means, in the greatest shape, obviously. But I got it. I got it covered. And I wanted to show you guys how to do it. That way you guys can do the same thing to your chrome wheels or alloy wheels, whichever you have. Right now, this is just a video on the chrome wheels for sure. That I know that works. And like I said, the products at the beginning of the video is what you're going to want to use. These are Krager's. This is the torque thrust, I believe, or whatever the hell the code is for it. They're like the old school muscle cars kind of wheels, but you know, these are really nice wheels. And this is just the back side. This isn't the front side. The front side, I don't think it looks horrible, but let's flip it around and find out what it looks like. Okay, now that we got the wheel flipped around, it's wet. So how about we dry her off? Now that's better. Now we can see that the front side looks pretty good, right? Well, look at it closely. You can see the pits. There's pits here, there's pits there. This is all this rust. And it just goes all the way down. And it goes all the way around. And it's even some in here. And you even got some in the lug nut areas, but that's not important because that's not what we're really worried about. If you're wanting to go for perfect, I would take it for a professional. But if you wanted to go almost perfect, or like a light new finish, or you know, you're a DIYer and you just don't want to take it to a professional, you'd rather do it yourself like me, then this is the video that you need to watch for sure. Now, the front of this does not look horrible, but the same thing that I did on the back, you're going to want to do with the front. And if you got anything like I have, like these little pits and stuff, you take your same pad that you've been using, wherever the hell I put it, I guess I'll pull out the new one. So you're going to take your same pad and just wet it down, and you're going to do the same thing on the front. And you don't want to use too much pressure, but you want to get the pressure on just the pit areas. And, you know, then after you're done, I'll go over on how to polish it. And the kind of polishing I use is Mother's, and this is the kind you're going to get. So this is the kind that I use. This is Mother's Mag and Aluminum Polish, and it's perfect for all metals. It shines and it protects. Now this stuff is, there's no shine like Mother's, and that's true. This does put out a very glossy shine, especially for chrome. It puts out a really glossy shine to it. Man, I cannot talk today. Glossy. Ugh. Blech. Anyway, it puts out a glossy shine that, you know, that'll make it look great. Now, this is the product you want to use after you're finished. Now, you don't have to use this specific product. This is just what I recommend because it works really well for the application that I use it for. I used it on a 2013 Suburban with the same kind of chrome wheels that they come with from factory. And it shined them up and it looked just like this. It just shined it up perfect. It looked like mirror. So if you want something that works really well and almost no effort to taking off and giving you a perfect shine every time, just use Mother's Mag and Aluminum Polish. Now, I'm not sponsored by no means. Mother's did not pay me to sponsor their products, although a sponsorship from Mother's would be great. I am an avid car detailer myself, and I don't have any car detailing videos up, but I will be doing those in the future. Most likely when the weather warms up, because it's just a little too cold to be washing cars. So I'm just working on these wheels, and I'm at the comfort of my home in my chair, just doing this on my own free time. I can go in whenever I want, do whatever I want. So this isn't a work thing. And Mother's didn't, like I said, did not pay me to advertise their product, but I am advertising their product because I want you to buy this product. If you have chrome or aluminum wheels that are polishable or that can be polished, this is what you need to get, the Mag and Aluminum Polish. This stuff works great. So, since we don't really need to do a whole lot here, I'm not going to do a video. I'm not going to show you really, because you'll get the gist of it. Like I said, what I did with the back, you'll want to do the same thing with the front. I'm going to do the front on this on my own time, but right now I think it looks pretty good the way it is. But I am going to work mainly up there because that seems to be the worst of it. But just to give you an idea, let's go see what the other wheels looked like before they were touched. Alright, so this is what the wheel looked like before. And as you'll see, my dog's over here. Look at these two. This is ridiculous. They're so distracting. Anyway, now this is what the wheel looked like beforehand. And as you see, there's all kinds of, there's just, you know, there's grass stains, mold. You can see that, you know, the wheels aren't really that shiny. They're just horrible looking. And you can see there's some green stuff on it. I think that's just like, I don't know, there's something reacted with the metal, apparently, and it just looks horrible. And if you look at the backside, yeah, untouched. These are the untouched wheels, and they just look ridiculous. They're horrible. You know, this is just not fucking spider webs and stuff. They just look horrible. But like I said, what I did with that wheel is the same thing you're going to want to do with this wheel, like I did over there. You're just going to mount it. There's my little setup. Sneak peek. You know, this is Freckles move. This is just what it looks like before I touched it. And then, like I said, what I had sitting over there, or right there to give a good example, is that's what it needs to look like after it's done. And I'll roll this one side by side so you can kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about. And you can see that, you know, the tires ain't gonna really show it, but the front of these wheels will definitely show it. You can see what wheel is clean and what wheel hasn't been cleaned. Clean, not clean. Clean, not clean. And that's something we're going to work on. Now, if you look at the back, same thing. Nice and polished over there. Dirty, mucky, ewy, disgusting looking over there. So I'm going to get all 4 of those wheels looking just like that. And I only got the other one. I got the other one back there in the shed. So I got that wheel to do. And then I got the one back there. And that one's done. That one's done. So this is just a short video on how to get your wheels clean, guys. And I do appreciate you watching my videos. I do appreciate the people that subscribe to my channel. I do appreciate if you like, share the video, and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Just like I said, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and I'll have some more videos up in the future. Okay, guys? So without any further ado, I'm going to end this video, and hopefully you guys liked the video. Leave a comment down below if you need any more information on how to get your wheels looking brand new, just like this, after looking like that wheel right there. So, see you later, guys.